Well, of course, no sooner than I've posted the video about everything that you need to know about the upcoming Hasbro HasLab Vintage Collection Razor Crest, then Hasbro go and release a load of new information during the very first Mando Mondays live stream hosted by StarWars.com. Now, during the live stream, in fairness to them, it was some amazing pictures and information and some video about what's actually going to be included within the Razor Crest. The biggest thing is obviously the paint job. Now, I think they've done a stunning job, as I alluded to that they probably would do in my last video with this vehicle. You can see on there that they haven't gone for the vac metalized finish. I think that's a fantastic choice. I don't think that would have been right for a vehicle of this size, and indeed for the actual type of paint job that it does have anyway. They also confirmed that the child has been definitely included within the release of this, and also noted that we still need to get to that 13,000 backer mark for the carbonite blocks to be automatically included with this set. There weren't any other bits of information about whether there would be any fourth tier unlocks or anything like that, but as far as what we did get, yeah, that's all there for you to see in front of you right now. Now, if you look inside the Razor Crest at some of the details that they've highlighted and painted, the cockpit's had a full makeover in there. You can see the inside of the cargo hold has also had plenty of work done on it, and lots and lots of detail throughout the ship. They've highlighted all of the accents on there. I've got to be honest, this really does look absolutely fantastic. I'm really looking forward to this ship now. So Hasbro have also sent us some lovely images of an update to the Mandalorian and the child that you will be receiving with the Razor Crest, if you are of course backing it. You can see here, obviously, it's got the soft goods cape to the Mandalorian, lovely shiny armour to go all over, and the child does indeed come with that vac metalized pram. Like I say, none of this is necessarily new information, but the images here are clearly much more than we've had previously. They've also sent us an image of the child hiding in a crate. I don't particularly remember that happening in the show, but it's a nice addition to the set anyway. And I'll just drop in here the sizzle reel that they played during the live stream. Now, one of the other important parts of the Razor Crest is to actually have something to put with it. Now, previously we discussed that they are definitely releasing the Incinerator Trooper coming up as a Walmart exclusive later in the year. There's also going to be, as was released in the live stream, a Armourer and Moff Gideon figures to go with this. Now, they look absolutely fantastic on the car backs. You can see Moff Gideon here. He comes with a plastic cape in this instance, but it's painted on the inside and the outside to give it the two different colours look. I think that's the right way to go with this one at this scale, because otherwise it's going to look too bulky for this character. Maybe they'll do a soft goods version on the Black Series version, if and when they get around to that. I highly suspect that they will. But you also get the Darksaber that comes with the character. Obviously, this has become quite iconic with the Moff Gideon character. Be interesting to see what's on there. I will say that the facial sculpt on this isn't 100% Giancarlo Esposito. I think there is a hint of Gomez Addams from the Addams family to the sculpt here. I can see it's mostly there, but there's just a little hint of the, like I say, the Addams family to it. So the other vintage collection figure that was announced today was the Armourer. Now, she comes with her hammer and tongs that you see her forging the Mandalorian's armour in that Beskar steel. A beautiful figure here. It looks to be really well articulated, that you can get plenty of different poses out of this. And of course, the vintage collection card back that she comes on as well. I think that's a really nice choice of image to go there. It really evokes the character fantastically. So yeah, definitely looking forward to getting my hands on that one when it arrives. Now this is going to be the Mandalorian in his Beskar armour, looking nice and shiny. Doesn't look to be that metalised on this. He comes with the child and a Camtano of Beskar, all in one dual pack, much like the Sith Trooper with the armour up pack, as it were. Plenty of different weapons. I'm sure you remember that one. Looks to be a lovely card, and absolutely can't wait to get this one. One of the nice touches about this is that the helmet is removable, so you do get the Din Djarin Pedro Pascal likeness underneath the helmet. I don't think it's actually a bad likeness in the Vintage Collection one. For some reason, the Black Series one that they also revealed today doesn't look to be quite as close, but this one I think they really have nailed rather well. You'll notice on some of the images here that the armour is actually quite beaten up, so it looks like he's been through hell and back, probably from the end of that scene in Episode 8, where they're hiding out in that old cantina and trying to evade Moff Gideon. He gets all beaten up and shot to bits in there. It looks like the armour is beaten up from that scene. That's what I picture anyway. So along with the Vintage Collection reveals, there were also some reveals for the Black Series. Not many this week, but there were one or two to be aware of. First up, there was the Mandalorian in 6-inch scale. This is in, again, the Beskar armour, but with a removable helmet and child. Very similar to the build-up pack that you got in the Vintage Collection, but this one's obviously in the 6-inch. Looks to be a deluxe one, and the armour on this figure isn't quite so beaten up as the Vintage Collection one, but again, he does come with that removable helmet, so you can see Pedro Pascal's face underneath it. Some of the additional accessories with this kit are the child, Mandalorian's rifle, his blaster, his helmet, his backpack, the pram for the child, and 5 little slabs of Beskar. Now, the Mandalorian wasn't the only Black Series figure revealed today. We're also going to be getting a Biker Scout with a speeder bike, and also a Baby Yoda that fits into the satchel. So this is so you can recreate the scenes where you've got the 2 Biker Scouts that have picked up the child and are holding him out of town, waiting to be brought in. The speeder bike comes with a lovely stand that you can pose it on again. I think this one has been released previously. It looks very similar to the one used in the Endor Heroes set. Now for me, they still haven't fixed the helmet on this Biker Scout, so I'm not 100% convinced on it. I think the rest of the figure looks absolutely fine, but the helmet itself, the eyes on that actual helmet still look a bit too much more like the Revenge of the Sith Biker Scout-esque troopers than the actual ones that we saw in Return of the Jedi. So for me, I'm still waiting for them to fix that helmet before I can really get on board with one of these. Now, if you're a fan of the retro collection, Hasbro are going to be releasing 7 new carded figures. These are all based on the Mandalorian. You're going to have the Mandalorian himself, Cara Dune, Greef Karga, IG-11, Queel, Moff Gideon, and Baby Yoda in his own little pram. All of these, like I say, are going to be single carded on that retro Kenner style. Much like the Star Wars and Empire Strikes Back waves that have come out previously, Hasbro are also releasing a game along with this wave of figures. This is going to be a Mandalorian version of Monopoly, and it will come with a Remnant Stormtrooper on a retro-styled Kenner card back. The game itself will work in a standard version of Monopoly, but does come with tokens that look like the characters from the Mandalorian series. Now, the live stream that had the interviews with Carl Weathers and Pedro Pascal is still going to be up on the Star Wars YouTube channel, link in the description below. But if you want to have a look at the photos from this video, I'm going to leave them all on our Facebook page. So again, the link for that will be in the description below. Do head on over there, give the page a like, and have a look at the photos in higher detail yourself, peruse them and get really into the detail on those. I'm sure you'll love them. Anyway, if you've enjoyed this video, please give it a like. Do subscribe to the channel if you're a new viewer, and also yeah, drop a comment down below if this has changed your mind about the Razor Crest. Is it now something you're going to jump on board with, having seen this new information? Like I said, I'm very sorry that I couldn't bundle this into the other one. If I'd have known ahead, I'd have just waited that 24 hours and got it in there, but hey, there you go. Anyway, until next time.